So you're thinking of selling your South Florida home,
Smart move.
and you want to make sure you're getting the best possible price.
Absolutely.
Well, we're diving into a blog post today by Antonio Ortega, LLC.
He's a licensed real estate pro down there in South Florida.
The blog post is called How to Boost Your Home Value Before Selling in South FL.
His advice is tailored specifically to the South Florida market.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
You know what's really interesting here?
What's that?
Antonio really emphasizes the psychology of selling.
Okay.
It's not just about the house itself. It's about how you present it to create that instant connection with buyers.
Like he says, curb appeal is king.
Right.
He uses this great analogy about judging a book by its cover
Mm-hmm.
and how that first impression sets the tone.
For the entire experience.
Yeah.
For everything.
That's so true.
So how do we do that in South Florida?
Well, in South Florida, that means leveraging those tropical vibes.
Okay.
Instead of just saying plant some flowers, he gets specific hibiscus bougainvillea.
Stuff that just screams Florida.
Or to paradise.
You got it.
You know,
Yeah.
it's all about tapping into those emotions.
Okay, so we got them feeling good as they're walking in the door.
Right.
What's next? I'm guessing kitchens and bathrooms are pretty high on the list.
Absolutely. Kitchens and bathrooms. Those are the heart of any home.
For sure.
But you know what's smart about Antonio's advice?
What's that?
He doesn't advocate for these massive budget-busting renovations.
Honestly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's all about strategic upgrades.
He is.
Things like swapping out cabinet hardware, maybe adding a fresh backsplash.
No, okay.
Or even just replacing dated faucets.
I see.
Small changes.
Yeah.
But they signal to the buyer that this is a well-cared-for space.
It's like putting on a fresh coat of paint.
That's a great analogy.
It doesn't fix any of the structural issues,
No, it doesn't.
but it sure makes things look more appealing.
It really does.
So we're making things look good.
We're appealing to the buyers.
Yeah.
And Antonio also talks about energy efficiency.
Oh, this is a big one.
This is huge in South Florida, right?
Especially in South
With
Florida.
all the heat and everything.
Yeah, people want to save on those energy bills.
For sure.
And it's not just about the cost savings.
Okay.
Antonio connects this to a broader trend
What's that?
of sustainability and buyer preferences.
Oh, wow.
He suggests going beyond the basics.
Like what?
Think energy-efficient appliances, solar panels,
Oh, wow.
things that add long-term value.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does.
All right, so we've talked about a lot of stuff so far.
You have.
Curb appeal,
Yeah.
strategic upgrades,
Mhm.
energy efficiency.
Mm.
But what about decluttering and depersonalizing?
This is a tough one.
This is always a tough one.
But, Antonio really explains the why behind it.
Okay.
A cluttered space just makes it hard
Yeah.
for buyers to picture themselves living there.
It's like trying to read a book with someone else's notes scribbled all over the pages.
Exactly.
You just can't focus on the story.
Right.
So we got to pack away those family photos.
We do.
Maybe tone down some of those unique decor choices.
Some of the more unique ones. You want to create a neutral canvas.
You got it.
Let those buyers' imaginations run wild.
Help them paint their own picture
Exactly.
of life in this home.
Yes.
So we got curb appeal, strategic upgrades, energy efficiency, and a clean and inviting space.
Sounds like we're off to a good start.
So what else sets Antonio Ortega LLC apart in this market?
Well, one thing that really jumps out is his visibility and his
Okay.
reach.
Oh, yeah. How so?
He's got connections to over 60,000 real estate agents
Yeah.
right here in the local South Broward area.
That's a lot.
It is.
But it doesn't stop there, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay.
He's got 200,000 agents across Florida.
Wow.
And get this, over 1.5 million across the nation.
It's like he's got this massive real estate network
He does.
all working for him.
Working for him and his clients.
And it gets even more interesting
It does.
when you consider his international connections.
That's right.
256 partner associations.
Reaching millions of potential buyers
Wide.
all over the world.
That is unheard of.
It really is.
And let's not forget the digital side.
Of course not.
Antonio's properties.
Yeah.
They're featured on over 500 leading real estate websites.
Ensuring maximum exposure
That's key.
to those serious buyers.
Especially in a market like South Florida.
It is.
So it's not just about listing the property.
No.
It's about strategically showcasing it
To the right audience.
to the right people.
Exactly.
This is where his expertise really shines.
It really does.
You know what else caught my eye?
What's that?
Antonio is offering a pretty incredible incentive. He's actually contributing 10% of his professional fee.
Yeah.
towards closing costs.
towards your closing costs.
That's amazing.
That is a significant saving.
It really is.
It shows that he's not just in it for the commission.
Right.
He's genuinely committed to helping his clients
Get the best deal.
the best possible deal.
Okay, so we've got strategic home prep.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the vast network,
Yeah.
the online exposure,
Mm-hmm.
and now this incredible financial incentive.
It sounds like he's got all the bases covered.
He does.
And there's even more to explore.
Really?
We'll dive into some of those specific trends he highlights.
Okay.
And how they can impact your selling strategy.
Okay.
In South Florida's unique market.
Sounds good.
You know what's really insightful?
What?
Antonio doesn't just give generic advice.
Right.
He really taps into the pulse of the South Florida market.
Okay.
He points out some specific trends that can really impact your sale price.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting.
It does.
What kind of trends are we talking about?
Well, he highlights the growing importance
Okay.
of outdoor living spaces.
Oh, that makes sense.
Think about it.
Yeah.
South Florida,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about that sunshine
It
and
is.
that tropical lifestyle.
Absolutely.
People want to enjoy their backyard oasis,
I might.
maybe have a barbecue with some friends,
That's right.
or just relax by the pool.
I love it.
So Antonio suggests capitalizing on this trend,
Okay. Yeah.
sprucing up your patio,
Okay.
maybe adding a deck
Oh, nice.
or a pergola,
Right?
even investing in some lush landscaping.
Yeah.
It's about creating
Uh-huh.
an extension of the living space that really embraces that South Florida vibe.
It's not just about the square footage inside.
No.
It's that seamless
Exactly.
indoor-outdoor flow.
Exactly.
I got it.
And speaking of flow,
Oh, yeah.
Antonio also touches on
Yeah.
the rising demand
Yeah.
for open concept floor plans,
I've noticed this too,
especially in kitchens and living areas.
especially in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Everyone wants that spacious, airy feel
they do.
where the kitchen is the heart of the home.
Yes.
Perfect for entertainment.
It's a trend that reflects a shift in lifestyle preferences.
It makes sense.
And Antonio recognizes its
Yeah.
impact on buyer decisions.
Huh?
He even suggests considering minor renovations
Okay.
to open up walls
Interesting.
or create a more connected space.
Right.
If your home has a more traditional layout,
I see.
you know?
Makes sense.
So we've got outdoor living,
Yeah.
open concept spaces.
Hmm.
What other trends?
Yeah, what else?
Remember how we talked about energy efficiency
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
being a big deal,
Big one?
especially in South Florida?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Antonio takes it a step further
Okay.
by highlighting the growing popularity
Okay.
of smart home technology.
Oh, smart homes are so hot right now.
They are.
I'm obsessed with my smart thermostat.
I know.
It saves me so much money
They're great.
on my energy bill.
Yeah, and buyers love
Man.
the convenience and the added security
Yeah.
that those smart features offer. So
Yeah.
Antonio recommends incorporating things
Like what?
like smart thermostats,
Okay.
lighting systems,
That's-
even security systems
Oh,
that
wow.
can be controlled remotely.
That's awesome.
It adds a touch
Yeah.
of modern luxury and peace of mind,
You got it.
which can be really appealing to buyers.
Right. It's like you're not just selling a house. You're selling a lifestyle.
You are.
So to recap,
Mm.
Antonio is emphasizing
Yes.
the importance of catering
Yeah.
to current trends.
In the South Florida market,
You got it.
outdoor living,
Mhm.
open spaces,
Yeah.
energy efficiency, and smart home features.
It's a lot.
It is?
But by incorporating these elements,
Yeah.
you're not just prepping your home
Right.
for sale.
Mm-hmm.
You're making it irresistible to buyers.
You are.
And remember,
Yeah.
Antonio's expertise
Yes.
doesn't stop at home prep.
It doesn't.
He's got that incredible network,
Mhm.
the online visibility,
Mhm.
and let's not forget
Of course not.
that fantastic offer of 10%.
10% of his fee towards your closing costs.
That's huge.
That is a big one.
It's like having a secret weapon
It is.
in your corner.
It is.
He's not just your agent.
No.
He's your advocate,
He is.
working
To
tirelessly.
get you the best possible outcome.
So speaking of outcomes,
Yeah.
I'm curious,
Uh-huh.
what are some of the biggest mistakes
Oh.
that sellers make
Okay.
that Antonio helps them avoid?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's one that Antonio addresses head on in
Yeah.
his blog post.
Okay.
He's got some valuable insights
Yeah.
on those common pitfalls
Okay.
to watch out for.
So what are some of those traps that people fall into?
Well, one of the things Antonio highlights is the danger of overpricing your home.
Yeah, you want to shoot for the moon, right?
You do,
Yeah.
but he cautions against it.
I can see how that could backfire.
It can.
You price it too high, and then you're just sitting on the market for way too long.
Nobody's interested.
No one's biting.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the solution then?
Well, Antonio emphasizes the importance of setting a realistic price,
Okay.
a competitive price
Right.
based on market data,
Solid market data.
not just wishful thinking.
Not just your gut feeling.
No.
What do you actually think this is worth?
He's a big advocate for getting a professional home valuation,
Okay.
or what's called a CMA,
A CMA.
which is a comparative market analysis,
Spicy.
to really determine that sweet spot
Right.
to attract buyers,
Yeah.
but also not undervalue your property.
Not leaving money on the table.
Exactly.
But also not pricing yourself out of the game.
Of the competition.
Got it.
And another mistake he sees a lot
What's that?
is neglecting
Uh-huh.
those small but crucial repairs.
Little things.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook a leaky faucet or a chipped paint job.
Things you just live with every day.
Yeah, but those little things can signal to a buyer that...
That maybe this home hasn't been taken care of.
Exactly.
It's like that old saying, a stitch in time saves 9.
That's a good one.
You know?
Take care of those little things. And you prevent those big problems down the road.
Absolutely.
And give those buyers confidence.
Yeah.
In the overall condition of the property.
Okay, so what about personal touches?
Well, we talked about decluttering and depersonalizing.
Right.
But this goes a step further.
Okay, how so?
It's about creating a space that potential buyers can really see themselves living in.
Oh, yeah?
Not feeling like they're stepping into someone else's life.
Not feeling like a guest in someone else's home.
Exactly. He gives the example of like painting your walls.
Yeah.
A bold, unconventional color.
Right.
You might love it.
You might.
But it could be a total turnoff for a potential buyer.
Who has different tastes.
Who has a different aesthetic.
Exactly.
So it's about finding that middle ground between showcasing your home's personality, but also creating that neutral backdrop.
That appeals to everyone.
That appeals to a wide range of tastes.
Got it.
And finally,
Yeah.
Antonio really emphasizes the importance of working with an experienced real estate professional.
Someone who knows what they're doing.
Someone who understands the South Florida market.
This is where he shines.
He does.
I mean, we've talked about his network.
Yeah.
His marketing.
His commitment to client satisfaction.
He's not just an agent.
He's not.
He's an advisor.
He is.
A trusted advisor.
Absolutely.
And remember, he's offering that incredible incentive.
He is.
Of 10% of his fee.
Towards closing costs.
Yeah. Which could make a big difference.
It can.
So if you're thinking of selling your South Florida home, do yourself a favor and go visit AntonioOrtigaLLC.com.
Learn more about his services.
You'll find a ton of information there.
You will.
Including testimonials from satisfied clients.
Details about his marketing strategies.
And even a way to connect with him directly.
For a personalized consultation.
Don't forget to check out his blog post too.
How to boost your home value before selling in South FL.
It's got all that good stuff.
All those valuable insights.
All those practical tips.
Tailored to the South Florida market.
So there you have it. A deep dive into how to boost your home's value before you sell, courtesy of the expert advice from Antonio Ortega, LLC.
We covered everything from curb appeal to upgrades.
Market trends to avoiding those common mistakes.
And of course, the benefits of working with Antonio himself.
If you're ready to make your home shine and attract top dollar,
Antonio Ortega, LLC is the partner you need.
Head over to AntonioOrtegaLLC.com and take that first step
towards a successful and rewarding home sale.